Opening stock, closing stock, purchase, direct wages, other direct charges, carriage, everything copy, paste. Opening stock, closing stock, purchase, direct wages, other direct charges, carriage, everything copy, paste. Salary you take it in office and administration overhead. So in the heading you have to mention cost sheet for the year ended 31st December 2015. Hello everyone, I am your Adarsh sir, lecturing Vidyashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. So, we are in the 10th session of your topic called your cost sheet. As I told you, step by step, we are learning each concepts. Now, you understood the actual cost sheet, what it is. And you understood what is the format of cost sheet. And also you understood and you are familiar with the factory, office, prime cost, as well as selling and distribution items. Now, in this problem, the same thing we are going to follow, but you have 2 or 3 extra adjustments. So, those adjustments we can expect in your examination. So, what will be our today's agenda? The agenda is very simple. So, we will do one problem on cost sheet. Following information are extracted from Sadhana Limited for the year ended 31st June 2016. 30th June 2016. Now, stock of raw material 1 means it is always opening, as well as stock of raw material 31st December means it will be closing. Now, your question must be what? It must be 2015 as well as this is December. 31st December 2015. Now, so in the heading you have to mention cost sheet for the year ended 31st December 2015. Now, stock of raw materials 1/1/2015. How much you have? 75,000. Then stock of raw material on 31st December. How much? 90,000. As I told you, raw material will come where? Yes, raw materials will come as prime cost and prime cost. Opening stock will be added and closing stock will be deducted. So this must be minus. Hope you are clear. Then purchase of raw material. Purchase of raw material means what? You have to add. So this will come under prime cost. Then direct wages. So what is direct wages? Your direct wages, we call it as your direct charges. Like your direct wages always comes under where? Prime cost. So this is also prime cost. Then other direct charges like direct expenses. As I told you, all the direct related things will come under prime cost. So this is also your prime cost. This is done. Now, carriage inward. Again, it is what? Direct expenses. So again, this is also what? Prime cost. Up to this, all the information we have that is related to prime cost. Now, factory rent and rates comes under where? Factory overhead. Office rent and rates, easy. This will be administration overhead. Indirect wages comes under very simple. It is your factory overhead. If it is direct wages, then it will go to prime cost. If it is indirect wages, will come to factory overhead. Then indirect material consumption, easy, factory overhead. All the indirect expenses like your wages, your materials comes under factory. Then depreciation on plant and machinery, factory overhead. Salary, they have not given any information whether it is for factory or office. We'll see is there any adjustment at the end. So salary will keep it aside. We'll come back later. Now, Other factory expenses, factory overhead, other office expenses, administration overhead, commission to salesman, selling and distribution overhead. Except salary, we have marked everything. Hope you are also familiar with which comes under what. Then we'll go for the next one. Next, other selling expenses will come under where? Yes, this will come under your selling and distribution overhead. Next, traveling expenses. Again, it is given to whom? Salesman. Selling and distribution overhead. Carriage and freight outward. If it is inward, where it comes, it will come under prime cost. If it is outward, selling and distribution overhead. Sale of finished goods, it is nothing but your sales. To confuse you, they will give it as sale of finished goods. Remember, sale of finished goods as well as sales, both are one and the same. Then, advance income tax paid will come later. As I told you, tax related will not come. Bonus to shareholder will come later. Again, it is financial item. Transfer to general reserve will come back later. Now, advertisement, selling and distribution overhead. Legal charges. So, normally it comes under office and administration overhead. Managing director's remuneration. Again, will come back later. Why? Because they have not given the remuneration given for factory, office, RS. It is for selling and distribution. We'll go with the adjustment. Later, we'll find out whether it is for what. Now, as per the adjustment, as I told you, we have done normal problems. We have not done cost per unit problem. Now, we are doing cost per unit problem. In this, number of unit produced, 10,000. Very important. Number of unit produced is how much? 10,000. Now, managing director remuneration. See, they have not mentioned it is for office, factory or selling and distribution. Now, managing director's remuneration is to be allocated 55,000 to factory, 25,000 to office, 80,000 to selling department. Easy. So, how much you have managing remuneration? 1, 2, 3. This will be factory, this will be office, this will be selling and distribution. What is the calculation they have given? It is 55,000. Then this will be 25,000 and this will be 80,000. Now, so these are your managerial remuneration. Hope you are clear. We need not to calculate anything. They have given directly. Now, 55 plus 25, it will be 80,000 plus 80. This will be 1,60,000. Clear? This is all about your remuneration to manager or management. Now, from the above information, prepare cost sheet showing cost of material consumed. These are the information given. We'll go to answer directly. Now, as I told you, cost per unit, the extra column is added. Now, as per the question, what is the number of units? 10,000. So, number of units. How much? 10,000 units. Number of units are 10,000. Now, direct material. So, all the information we already discussed. Again, I'll go back. Everything related to prime cost, like opening stock, closing stock, purchase, direct wages, other direct charges, carriage. Everything copy, paste. But remember, closing stock we have to minus, subtract. Now, 75,000 plus 8,50,000 is your purchase. 25,000, you got 9,50,000. Minus your closing, you got 8,60,000. And number of units, how much we have? 10,000. Remember, for the first column, we will not do any per unit calculation. Again, I'll repeat. For the first column, we will not do any per unit calculation. Per unit calculation will be done only for second column. Now, if you add and minus everything, you got 8,60,000. Now, you add your direct wages and direct charges. How much? 7,50,000, 1,50,000. Final answer, 17,60,000. Now, how come you got 86, 75, 15? Simple. 8,60,000 divided by 1,000. 7,50,000 divided by 1,000. So 1,50,000 divided by, it is not 1,000, sorry, this is 10,000. Number of units, 10,000. If you divide, you will get 86, 75, 15. Total is 176. Hope you understood. Now, this is all about your cost per unit. As I told you, 99% of problem is same. Only the last column, there are small changes has to be happen. Now, up to prime cost you have done. Now we'll go to next one. Before we go to next one, so it is very simple. Advance income tax paid 1,10,000, bonus to shareholder 50,000, and transfer to general reserve 20,000. Now, are appropriate of profit, hence they are ignored. So these are related to your financial items. Now, we will not consider those things into your problem. Now, it's mere salary, it is to be treated as office overhead. They have not mentioned anything about office, so that we consider this as office overhead. Salary is called as office overhead. Now, opening and closing stock of finished goods are not given. In this problem, opening stock is not given, closing stock also not given. Now, so it is assumed that number of units sold are nothing but number of units produced, hence total selling and distribution overhead, total cost sales are divided by 10,000. Very simple. Whatever second column answer you will get, everything should be divided by 10,000. Now, other direct charges means direct expenses. Clear? These are the note before we go into the further step. Now, I'll give you a small homework today. What will be the homework? I'll let you know. First, take down this question. Take a screenshot of this. This will be your question part 1. This is your question part 2. So, I have mentioned everything which comes under where. Again, I'll go back to your part 1. Remember, salary you take it in office and administration overhead. Why? Because they have not given any information in the adjustment. Normally, they give you information like some part will go to factory, some part will go to office, some part will go to selling and distribution. But they have not mentioned anything, so that the whole value will be considered as your office expenses. Now, take screenshot of your first slide. Second slide, screenshot with adjustment. This will be your first part up to prime cost of your answer. This will be your second part, means before we go to work cost, these are the adjustment we have considered. These are the notes we have considered. Now, what will be your homework? Homework is very simple. I have given you the question. I have marked what comes under what. I have done up to prime cost. And along with prime cost, I have given you note also how to do calculation. Forget about this cost per unit, that we can do it later, but rest of the things you have understood. Now, up to prime cost I have done. What is your homework? Your homework is simple. We are in the session 10. In the session 11, I'll give you the final answer. Before that, you should find out the work cost. You should find out the cost of production. You should find out the cost of sales. You should find out the profit of the business. These are your homework. Again, I'll repeat, up to prime cost I have done. All the questions I have marked the hint, and note also I have given. Your homework is very simple. Before you come for the session 11, you have to show me the answer of work cost, answer of your cost of production, or answer of your cost of sales. And finally, you have to show me what is the profit for this problem. In the 11th session, I will discuss about this. Then we'll continue with the next problem. This will be homework for you. Clear? Yes. So this is all about your today's session. We'll come up with a new topic and new concept in the next session. Before that, I'll conclude your homework part. I'll give you final answer for your homework so that you can cross-check with your answer. And whatever you have worked out, please send me your answer in the message box, like your comment box. What is your work cost? What is your cost of production? What is your cost of sales? So please send me that so that you can cross-check with the next session answers. Thank you.